Hey, what's up everybody? So I have been testing this light out, my prototype, for a while now. Day 3 or day 4 now. Ran the battery out, practically almost dead. Charged it up, working very well so far. I am very happy with it. And it occurred with me tonight. The one thing I haven't done yet was test out the IPX7 rating. So tonight, right now, we're going to test out my prototype submerged in 2.5 inches of water. Not for very long, just realistic time, a few seconds or so, as if you dropped your weapon and you're less lethal in a puddle of water or something like that, along those lines. And then I'm going to dry it off and make sure it still works, it lights up, functions, and I'm going to wait a few more days after, obviously, tonight, testing it during those few days and see if it passed the final test. So here we go. Let's give it a try. And a lot of you are wanting these, so I'm not trying to sell anybody something that may not hold up to my standards, like some people do on YouTube. So so that's 1600 lumens. I don't want to, it gets hot, so I don't want to put a hole through it. We're going to put it on at 300 lumens. 300 lumens, 3 clicks. I have not done this, so I don't know what to expect, you guys. Real quick, so you guys can see. About 2.5 inches of water. Probably more in your average puddle. You guys can see. It's bright white, you guys, really bright white. So you guys can see, no tricks. Everything's looking good. They sealed this up very well. I don't know if you guys can see the rubber seals, gaskets there. I'll show you better when I dry it off. Let's put it in there again. All right. We're going to do a little more with this. It's cold water too, you guys. And some of you have actually asked me if these will fit on rifles and stuff. This will, as far as, I don't know anything rails larger than 20 millimeter, but this will fit definitely between 19 and 20 millimeter. I think that's pretty much mostly your standards rail sizes. I think it's actually more like 19. I could be wrong. But on a less lethal, I've noticed between 19 and 20. So let's go ahead and cycle through. Momentary. It's working. 1600 lumens. Blinding my eyes again. That's working. Let's go strobe. 2 clicks. That's working fine. Let's wait a second. Let's do 3 half-second clicks for 300 lumens. And it's working. So let's do high lumens for the heck of it once. Submerged. I don't play games, you guys, with stuff I sell. Because if it's not for my standards, I don't expect it to be up to your standards. It's one thing about me. What you see is what you get. I tell it like it is. Unlike some guys, I'm not going to say no names. Camera focus there. It's still holding up. Let's do strobe. Shake it off a little here. Let's do strobe. And they're submerged. First, let's see if it still lights up. Momentary. Okay. Strobe. No problems. Let's do low. 3 short clicks. All right, no problems. All right, let's do strobe submerge next. It's going to be hard for you guys to see that probably, but right here's the water. Probably a good inch, inch and a half between it. I highly doubt you guys will have it submerged more than that in water. I know I wouldn't. If you guys hear a rattle, it's this right here. Because that's the clamp, similar to Olight, which you can tighten and loosen with that screw. All right, so let's try to dry this off a little. And I'll try to give you guys a better peek of that gasket to help keep it waterproofed. And I will be making more videos on this prototype, testing it out. Well, not so much no more testing it out. This was pretty much the last one, but as far as making sure it still operates after tonight, after it dries out. So right there, it's still a little wet, cold water too. Right there, you guys can see is the gasket to help keep water out and keep it waterproof. Goes all the way around. Light's a little fogged up simply because it was warm and then of course cold water. Let's see if we can try to get a better look in that real quick. If not, then there's always later. Oh yeah, I'm not seeing any signs of water leaking in that at all. A little fogged up though. Not unusual. All right, guys, well, I gotta say, I think this will be a winner. Like I said, what you see is what you get. I don't try to do no gimmicks or nothing to sell you guys just to make money. To be honest with you guys, I was talking to someone last night about this, and I'm not going to get all into numbers, but once I sell these, I'll be barely making any money off one of them. Like maybe $8 to $10 in my pocket after shipping cost and having them put all the parts together and all that. So for a budget light, once they're available, I don't really think anyone can complain about that. All right, guys, that's it for this video. You've seen it here. 2.5 inches of water submerged. By the way, it can go up to, I believe, 5 inches for IPX7. X pretty much stands for, if I remember correctly, It's IPX7 for liquids. Solids are unknown, and I believe 7 is the highest number rating you can rate something for liquids. So I try to do a little bit of everything for as cheap as I can to have something designed for less lethal community. Don't get me wrong, I like Olight. I like my Streamlight. I'll still buy Olight and Streamlight, but the way times are hard today, and a lot of people have less lethal. A lot of people want to pay $150, for example, for a light, for their less lethal launcher. And honestly, I know a lot of you guys out there from chatting with don't want to pay $10, $15 for a cheapo for your less lethal. Because, I mean, let's face it, we're using those to rely on, depend on, right? So I tried to come up with something, which as of now, I'm pretty sure I did, to my expectations. Something kind of in between, and I'm not talking a lot of money. So once these are available, you guys, there will be a video of it, and I'll be letting you guys know. And it'll be limited quantity when they come out to start with, because I'm not going to be ordering 100 units if I'm only able to sell 10 units. That makes no sense, because what am I going to do with the other 90 units? So we'll see how it goes. So like, share, subscribe, you guys. Make sure you hit that alert. Make sure you hit that subscribe. I have a lot more things coming, which, by the way, guys, I want to throw in this video really quick. I will no longer be talking about videos that I will be making after, for example, this video. And that is because a lot of guys I notice, and I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed also, that if you guys watch one thing on my channel and then a few days later, or even later that day, or a week later, you see another guy's less lethal channel, they're doing what I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. I could care less. It just shows how that person can't come up with something on their own. But speaking as a viewer's perspective, after a while, it gets to feel like a rerun. I'm sure you guys can relate to what I'm saying. You know, I watch someone's channel and I go watch another less lethal channel. I expect something different, or a little bit different. Maybe even a little talking and a little shooting when they're introducing a product. A little bit of both. So I know more about it. And I don't know. That's my take. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. I try to get to all of them. Some of them slip by, I don't see. That's YouTube for you. I don't know how it happens. They don't come up, and then when I'm scrolling through old ones, it pops up from a week later. It's like I never seen this. So real quick, guys, one more test. 1600 momentary. Steady on. Gotta wait a few seconds to reset. Strobe. And we'll go low mode. That's it for tonight, guys. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. Remember all what I said. And stay tuned for whatever the next video may be.